Hey queens, hey queens, hey queens. Listen, I've been, the old me would say, I've been too tired. I've been too busy. Come on, mompreneurs, you know you can relate to that I'm too tired. I'm too busy. I have too much to do. I don't know if I can do this. That limiting mindset of not enough time. So today's live, we're going to examine our time and energy. Okay, queens, listen, I know it too well because I now have a child of mine that I homeschool, right? So, with my business that I already outlined, right? We already mapped my business out. We already did all the pinpoints on the things that we needed to do, right? To figure out, okay, how I'm going to operate and balance my business and my family, right? And this is when my children are in school. So, queens, listen, if you feel as if you're overwhelmed, if you feel as if you're too tired, if you feel as if like you need more time in the day, like I asked my daughter, "Do you need anything?" And her thing was because she's not a mompreneur, but she is a daughterpreneur. Let's say it like that for right now. But she asked, "Can you give me more time? Can you make more time in the day?" Right? If you feel like that, then this live is for you. Okay. But if you're a queen that you say, you know what, I'm a mompreneur, I got it all together. I don't need that help and tweaking and pivoting and trying to figure out what's going to work for me and how to manage my skills and balancing my family life and my work life. Then listen, queens, then add a queen that does need that help, or listen, I'll see you in the next live. Okay. So if you are a queen that is watching this replay, hit the crown button in the comment section so I can know that you have watched this replay. Okay, queen. So listen, we have been pivoting a lot around here. Okay. I know when I said my old self is tired, right? Because that's the old way of thinking of how I used to think. Like, I can't do this, or challenges came. And now I stopped my goals and my plans and things that I said that I was going to do instead of pivoting, right? I gave up on all that I said I was going to do. But eventually, sometimes I end up going back or don't go back. Sometimes when we go back, to the goals and the plans that we say that we wanted to do, right? We always kick ourselves in the head or in the thoughts and say, you know what? I could have did this. You think you think now from the past on, I could have done this, but there was limiting beliefs in how you thought, how you showed up, how you responded to the challenges that were arriving in your situations at the time, right? On your journey at those times, right? So I want to let you know, queens, often limiting beliefs manifest as an inability to manage time or energy. So sometimes we trick ourselves to think that we don't have enough time, which now shows up in our energy, right? Because if I trick myself on something that's new for me, that's brand spanking new, like I homeschool my middle son when he was in elementary, but now when I mean brand spanking new, I just now started this again. So now I have to tweak how I'm going to show up for my business, right? And how I'm going to show up for my son that I'm homeschooling and show up for my children that are in school at this moment, and along with my self-care and health, right? So now it's just a little bit of pivoting that I need to do, creating the outline, creating that map, writing it down, creating those habits. Sometimes change is not something that we're comfortable with, right? Because sometimes change, it consists of a trial run. And with trial runs, there can be, like, I'm not going to say mistakes. It could be, it's a trial run. So what's going to work for you, what doesn't work for you, how you decide to manage, how to show up for your family, how to show up for your business, right? Instead of allowing yourself to having those limiting beliefs to say that this is something that I can't do because I don't have enough time or I'm overwhelmed. Last night, what I did was I stayed up from a certain time. I think it was 9 to, I think it was 11:30. And I focused on my son's homeschool things. I joined the groups that I needed to join. I paid for the things that I needed to pay for. I did my research for the books that I needed to do. I went to TikTok. I went to YouTube University. I went to everywhere that I needed to go to make sure that I felt comfortable in the things that I was investing for my son, right? To make sure that it was going to be boring for him, that it was going to be um, interesting for him, along with educational, and making sure that we both can make sure that this is something that is successful, right? So I started to have those limited beliefs and they started to manifest because I was on the phone with my girlfriend. And I was like, but what if, because New York State has regions and this and that, but what if I don't know how to? Mm-mm. Don't even think in that mindset. Those are the words that's coming out that's allowing myself to trick how I'm going to show up for him. I'm not going to allow myself to do that. And my homegirl reminded me of that. And I'm happy for that, you know? That's why your circle, your community is very important when you're around people. Make sure you finish that. And then you want to make sure that you change that scarcity mindset, the belief that you can't do something, right? Ask yourself, how much time are you really spending with what you're doing on your business versus your family? And vice versa, on your family versus your business, right? Because like today, we woke up early. We did some schoolwork, right? We did some homeschool work, and then we did some cooking class, and had math in it. It had science in it that we started for tomorrow, right? It's an experiment that we're doing. And then, so that's what I mean. How much time are you allocating and spending on your business, on your family, on the things that you say that's important to you, that you need to balance and manage, right? There's not just one way in doing things. We have to start thinking outside the box for for us. And this is why I always say that it is very possible that you can create the lifestyle that you desire, that fits for you, that's customized for you. And Queens, listen, this is on December 27th. We are having a virtual Reset Your Energy retreat. We are going to do exactly what we're talking about. Where if you have to pivot, you'll have skills in those techniques and how to pivot. And I'm going to teach you that for the 6 months for your business, for your family life, so you can have that energy to balance and so you can show up for your self-care, show up for your business, so show up for your family, right? You can't pour from an empty cup. So to sign up for this retreat, this workshop, I'm going to leave the link in the description right here so you can sign up for this class. December 27th, we're going to create the business plan for our business, 6-month strategies that can work for you. A customize. You heard me say customize, because what works for me may not work for you. But if you want to create those new habits, right? Those habits to get rid of those limiting beliefs, then join the 5 a.m. club. You're good. You're going to hear water in my background because my son now is in homeschool. So I'm going to be having different times to show up. You're going to hear certain things in the background. I'm going to be helping my son with homework. It's going to be a different showing up for myself, different habits that I'm creating. So yes, you can create the lifestyle that you desire that's going to be successful for you and your family, for you and your business, for you and your health and self-care. Right? That's how we elevate our energy, by showing up for it. Somewhere in the Bible, okay? I don't know, I can't quote it, but I remember it, learning this. Yes, God helps you. God helps us. But he helps us when we also help ourselves. We can't sit back and just wait for things to just happen with no actions, no effort. Right? So this is why I created the 5 a.m. club, because the 5 a.m. club allows us to pour into our showing up, our pivoting, our personal development. So we can pour into ourselves to start our day first. Like I said, we can't pour from an empty cup. If you just wake up and you have so much to do, then you're going to feel burnt out. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel as if there's not enough time in the day. You're going to feel as if you can't do certain things and be successful in your business and a mom. There is such a thing as a successful mompreneur. Boss mom, yes, that's you, queen. Those are affirmations that we say each and every day. And if you're not signed up for our daily affirmations, then text energy to 631-802-2849. The word energy, ENERGY, to 631-802-2849. You get free daily affirmations each and every day. I'm real when it comes down to starting your day intentionally, queens. Okay? So that 5 a.m. club, personal development, and look, you join the 5 a.m. club. Oh, we have co-working sessions, monthly co-working sessions as well. Because this is for the mompreneurs. The mompreneurs that's struggling to balance her energy, that feels overwhelmed, that's dealing with their health challenges, that have autoimmune disease. Listen, I understand it too well, but I chose not to give up. I customize what works for me, for my life, for my energy in order to show up for my family and my business. Right, queens? That is the foundations of mastering the art of business and family balance. And if you're not on a newsletter, queens, listen, that's another thing. Sign up for this newsletter because that is a workshop. Mastering the art of business and family balance is our workshop that will be coming soon. So get on our newsletter. Again, to join our newsletter, text 631-802-2849 and text me the word newsletter. Okay? Text me the word newsletter to 631-802-2849 so you can stay updated to what's going on. We have monthly free yoga on Zoom once a month. So if you're not signed up for that, then you're going to miss that. We tweaked it. We used to have it each Sunday. Now we have it once a month. See, this is what showing up for our business looks like when we have to pivot. And not saying that I can't do this or I need more time in the day. Examine your time. Examine your energy. Okay, queens? Take those words out of "you're too tired." Make changes to those. Step in the table, please. Ask yourself, how much time am I spending on my business versus my family? How much time am I spending on my family versus my business? And write this down in your journals, queens. Where can I create more balance without overextending myself, without overextending my energy? You have a counter. Okay, queens? The next question I want you to write down. Do I believe I need to be perfect in both roles? As a mompreneur in my business and with my family? There's no such thing as perfect. But what does success look like for you? That's the question. There's no such thing as perfect, but what does success mean for you? All right, queen. So this is where we want to reframe our belief system, how we show up, how we think for ourselves. In order to do that, this is why I created the 5 a.m. club. So we can create those new habits. You can sit down. I thought you was going to do other things. So we can create those new habits. Right? And if you are still trying to identify what a successful business and a successful family life look like for you, then you don't want to miss this virtual reset your energy retreat. Because we're going to pour into our business. We're going to pour into our family. We're going to take that day and we're going to dedicate our time and our energy in order to learn the techniques and the ways to pivot, elevate our energy for our self-care, and to restore that energy. So queens, listen, our retreat is going to be where you want to be intentional in showing up. We can't say that we want a successful business, write it on paper, and not do nothing about it. No, that's my puppy. And not do nothing about it. So these are the foundations right now that I want you to tap into. So queens, thank you. Make sure you go back and replay this video. Sign up for the affirmation daily text alerts, right? Start your day intentionally. Start your 2025 intentionally. December 27th, show up for your business, show up for your family, show up for yourself. Create that map, create the plan, right, Queens? And listen, don't forget to sign up for our newsletter so you can be tapped into all that's happening, because I have to pivot. I have to do some pivoting, so I won't be on social media so as much. But you want to stay tapped into what's going on, right? We have weekly meditation podcasts. We have weekly Let's Talk podcasts where we show up for ways that's going to reset our energy, giving you those techniques weekly. So if you're not tapped in to the podcast, no. If you're not tapped into the podcast, then make sure that you sign up for the newsletter. So text newsletter to 631-802-2849 so you can be part of the monthly free Zooms for our yoga sessions, right? And Queens, you don't want to miss December 27th. So make sure everything you do, Queens, you do it the royal way.